Welcome friends. Good evening, everyone. Today we are here to discuss with one new topic, that's public interest litigation, and that's very important topic nowadays during COVID-19, when the most of our country is struggling with the surge in the cases of COVID-19, and they are not able to find out the ways to deal with the certain unseen situations whereby the people are hoarding, stocking, and making use of the opportunities which is coming their way, may it be the medical facilities, be it other. So the mechanism in the law to deal with all such situations is interest litigation. So the public interest litigation is a very old concept which has come in India way back in 90s, whereby the Supreme Court has taken the note of many such situations. So today I am here to discuss that what is PIL, how it is filed, who can file it, and what are the recent judgments of court on it. So let us see what is public interest litigation. So the definition of public interest litigation means which covers the topics such as with regard to the noise, crime, protection, hazardous, and of the general public's welfare, and the ways to resolve it by way of PIL before a court of law. While the Constitution of India promises fair protection to all people, regardless of caste, gender, faith, and other factors, this has not been fulfilled. The Supreme Court in 1982 acknowledged that additional measures were needed to help people realize their civil and political rights, economic and social cultural rights. Also, in its broad decision in the case of Public Union for Democratic Rights versus Union of India, it was found that a third party could directly petition the court and seek its intervention with fundamental rights which were being violated. However, to be considered, any petitioner who approached to court by way of a PIL has to be very circumvent and vigilant, because sometimes it may go against him when it seems to the court that it is biased and motivated. So, in Indian legislation, one may faced with the option of filing a complaint in order to protect the public interest. So, how it got started in the People's Union for Democratic Rights versus Union of India, 1982, AIR 1473, it was found that the public interest litigation is the strategic arm of the legal aid movement, and which was intended to get justice for the benefit of the poor masses, or who constitute the low visibility of the portion of humanity, is a different kind of a litigation from the traditional litigations where there is a dispute between two parties, one claiming or seeking relief against the others. The right to move the Supreme Court through the effective litigation for the protection of privileges granted by this section is assured by Constitution of India, and only the aggrieved party can pursue relief under Article 32. So public interest litigation is established to protect the basic human rights of those who are disadvantaged owing to their own socio-economic status. Union of India has brought public interest litigation in the case of MC Mehta versus Union of India, wherein there were 530 against water connection contamination in order to stop the more pollution of Ganga water. So the history of public interest litigation goes to 1980s, when the Supreme Court has been changed from being to regional court to Indians for a national court for all citizens due to the excellent efforts of Justices P.N. Bhagwati and Justice Krishna Iyer. Ensuring equality and expanding access to justice by easing the rules of status has enabled Justices V.R. Krishna Iyer and P.N. Bhagwati to acknowledge and assist members of poor and disadvantaged communities. PIL was an unincorporated voluntary alliance for forward thinking judges, writers, and social activists who saw the potential for change in India. So, even in the matter of environment, consumers, racial minority groups, all those have been seen during the period of time. So, in Mumbai, Kamgar Sabha versus Abdul Bhai developed the seed back for public interest litigation, or we can say it was the first seed which was sown in India. Thereafter, in the case of Husnaira Khatun versus State of Bihar in 1979, which stemmed from inhuman conditions in the prisons and freed the 40,000 trial prisoners who were there inside the jails. The PIL was filed in response to the news report which was there. The case of SP Gupta versus Union of India was turning a point for the PIL campaign too. So When there were members of the public and social action organizations who were acting in good faith, who have fallen victim to the abuses of civil and constitutional rights, they can request from high courts under Article 2 to 6 also to see the recourse under public interest litigation. Now, PIL went being a weak enforcement mechanism to a strong one owing to this judgment. The general public and or a segment of public now have legal recourse, and in any case where there is a general public rights are threatened, the PIL can be used as a mechanism. So what is the value of PIL? In the nutshell, in this slide, we have told that what is the value of PIL. So public interest cases provide these benefits, the legal interpretation, encourage the elected officers to assess and behave equally and openly so that there can be checks on them. They should not exceed their valuable authorities. Better legal rulings would come from the increased knowledge of the rules. The best way to help those in need is to bring focus to a worthwhile cause and have a voice for citizens to advocate for their interests. Raising public consciousness is necessary by stimulating the dialogue and increasing media attention. So, further, what is it all about? A PIL's main objective is to make civil justice available to ordinary citizens. The PIL helps maintain the rule of law, speed up the integration of law and justice, and advance political transition. Charities like PILs allow those who are disadvantaged and marginalized to be more socially included. In public interest litigation, PIL vigilant citizens of country can find an inexpensive legal remedy because there is only a nominal court fees which is fixed. Further, through the so-called PIL, litigants can focus attention on the archive results pertaining to the larger public interest. It's not basically to one's individual owner, it's a larger public interest which has to be seen, and especially in the fields of human rights, consumer welfare, and environment. It's an effective method for encouraging human dignity for those who routinely deny it. All should have an equal right to justice. Anyone or any organization that can submit petitions on behalf of anyone who cannot do it. Maybe the NGOs, the social organizations, or the persons who are doing the social activities. They can definitely come through way of the PIL to get relief and justice to those who cannot afford it. The National Justice Center helps track government facilities such as jails, asylums, and shelters. Judicial review is a crucial way to begin the ideas of judicial review. So, to increase the citizens' interest in regulatory oversight, the PIL was the mechanism which was started. So, also the concept of citizen status represent a major extension of the courts and to the rule of law anywhere which is challenged official law. So, conflict between two litigating groups, one asserting a claim or requesting relief against the other, and the other denying such allegation, are the main focus. So, process and to step the file a PIL, which is very important. Make an educated judgment on whether to bring a lawsuit. Consult with all the concerned interest organizations who could be the potential partners. Be cautious before bringing a lawsuit because this litigation may be costly. The litigation will take a longer time. Litigation will rob societies in the decision making. And if there is an unfavorable decision, yes, there can be a far-reaching effects to those also. So those who are filing the PIL, there is a caution note always go and exist with that the courts right now, where the it goes to the head of the benches or the senior benches, they always see that there may not be any personal interest which is coming by way of a writ or a PIL. So PIL generally sees the larger interest. So if it is there in a larger interest, the court should be in your favor. Otherwise, court are sometimes vigilant and they impose heavy cost on those who bring a false and frivolous litigation. So you have to see that all the materials is very relevant to the facts of the case. You have to collect the material not only on the basis of the newspapers, but through certain RTIs, certain information, certain documents, notifications, or official records, which do form the part of the record of a PIL and on which you basis your claim. So on that basis, court generally goes into the root and then see that what is the actual problem. So you should be meticulous in collecting the information for the prosecution. Keep the negatives and get an affidavit from the attestation person. Write the appropriate authority and states your demands clearly. And have the notes. You should know that what to speak and how to speak. Speak with a counsel in the appropriate forum. Hire an experienced counsel. If you are doing the situation of your own, make sure that you have the legal counsel standing on the various legal points which would be coming from the bench. Only a recognized institution can file a PIL. Then otherwise PIL is to be in the name of the office bearer or the person whosoever the organization filing it. Generally people filing it in their own individual name, the success rate is not too much. So before filing a PIL, you will be required to serve some notices or some kind of circulars which you see that by way of which the information gathered has been made a true facts on the basis of which you file the PIL. Now the question comes, who can file the PIL? So every citizen has the right to file the public interest litigation in Supreme Court by submitting the petition. In the Supreme Court of India, Article 32 applies. In the Honorable High Court of India, it's Article 226. But until the court is satisfied, the appeal must be accompanied by a letter from the aggrieved party, a public spirited resident, and a social advocacy group to any individual who is unwilling to contact the court for redress. Another thing is Section 133 of CRPC, by way of which PIL can be brought into the criminal district court. A public interest litigation can be brought against the state, the government, and not against the private citizen. This term involves the government and the Parliament of India as well as the government and legislation of all the states. However, a simple letter or a postcard addressed to Chief Justice of India or the Chief Justice of High Court may suffice, and the court, in the various matters seeing the general importance and urgency, had treated those letter petitions as PILs and issued notices. So the first ever PIL, which came in the case of Husnaira Khatun versus Home Secretary State of Bihar, the details was that among other things, the privileges of under trial intimates were checked into this case. For years, an alarming number of men and women, including girls, were imposed pending prosecution for courts of law. So what the court said that fairness under Article 21 is harmed where procedural law does not provide the accused speedy trial, do not provide us speedy trial release, and huge number of under trial prisoners were released when it was seen that they are being incarcerated despite the fact that there cannot be a speedy disposal of their case. So now, importantly, what has happened now? So what has happened now during the COVID times is to be seen that what has the PIL formation was there and how the courts have dealt with it. So the PIL in Delhi High Court was filed first PIL during the COVID time during the second wave, which is called to the false treatment protocol for moderate cases of COVID-19. The PIL requested the court order ICMR to review, conduct clinical experiments, and modify the care protocols. Non-profit research organization Nirmaya Research examined the effectiveness of antibiotics for viral infections, particularly COVID-19. It warned that the use of antibiotics should be avoided due to lack of clinical research and animal and medical literature, as well as the human resource, both caution against the use. So thereafter, the ICMR have to issue the guidelines on the directions of the court. Another PIL during this wave was filed with regard to the transparency of allocation of beds in Delhi and to see that the bed distribution in COVID-19 in the city hospitals is not arbitrary and unfair. The court led to the beds have to be reserved in hospital for the treatment of certain categories of people like the Prime Minister and President of the country. The Supreme Court in the another PIL file, social workers advocates roots in the West Bengal seeking relief and rehabilitation of lack of person displaced from the state because of post-poll violence allegedly perpetrated by victorious TML activities. Senior advocate Pinky Anand sought an urgent hearing in a PIL from a vacation bench of Justice Vineet Saran and Gawai, said that the situation was precarious and the state violence has driven out lakhs of people. The bench directed listing of PIL for hearing in the coming week. The five petitioner also went to Supreme Court with regard to an emergency situation like 355. So that is what has been happening over the years, not only during the PIL, the COVID times, but also, yes, during the right now, the phenomena, the way it is going on. So People's Union for Democratic Rights versus Union of India, the court of law now permits public interest litigation. Public interest litigation has also been treated well in the judges transfer case of S.V. Gupta. In MC Mehta versus Union of India in 1998, there was a case filed against the Ganga water pollution. So Council for Environmental Legal Action and Union of India, initiated by registered non-profit group over economic degradation in the coastal area. So how we see that it has to be concluded. The tremendous achievement of the PIL movement was unprecedented 3 decades. Hence, societal atrocities are being dealt by using the PIL. So why PILs be used? For the fear of those who cannot reach to the court. So there is an important tool which work for the benefit of people from the all walks of society, that is called public interest. To every man's shield and justice is the aim. This has helped the countries like India that are well going to establish rules that the PIL's biggest pledge is to open up the democracy of workers of civil rights. To avoid the burdening of the courts with frivolous PILs, the judiciary should restrict judicial overreach. Many leading judgments may become solely academic because of the delay in the processing of the PILs. PIL is the nation's first foray to abandon decades of legal dominance. Control implemented by the West will lead to the economic and social development. Why the PIL concurrent jurisprudence, the state's liability for civil and legal offences has to be established, and it is always checked through the PIL. So what we see that this PIL has always been a source of faith among citizens of India who believe that this is a right in common way to bring justice for the public at large. So what we see that this public interest litigation has brought certain changes not only today but in the past also. But seeing the COVID situation when the PILs has actually attained their importance, and the people have rightly seen these PILs as a tool to seek justice for the things which are not reachable to them because the courts are closed and the courts are working in the online mode. So even the letters in the form of petitions has been treated as PIL by the courts during the COVID times. uh, One such important PIL which has been taken up was with regard to the various high courts with regard to the shortage of oxygen supply all over country. So in those scenarios, the different high courts have taken note of that, have taken the note of the surge of the cases, and have also taken the shortage of oxygen in all the states. After taking the cognizance of the matter and after taking note of this difficult situation of COVID-19 when the oxygens are not there, the center was taken into the hands and have been asked to regulate a mechanism whereby the demand of each state has to be uh, taken into consideration, and according to them, the oxygen has been supplied. So after having the hands of the courts, the different high courts as well as the Supreme Court of India with regard to that oxygen order, there has been oxygen trains which have been started. There have been metric of tons which has been imported. So the PIL, even its real sense to be learned, has become a life savior during the second phase of this COVID-19. And what we have all understood that the public interest litigation is actually a litigation which has to be for the larger interest of the public and not for individual. Thanks a lot.